And Saba Nur Oscar Isaac, a formidable mutant who is thought to be the first of his kind, is the ruler of ancient Egypt in 3600 BC. Nur's health is failing and he will soon pass away. His destructive superhuman talents include cyberpathy, telekinesis, teleportation, and the capacity to enhance the skills of other mutants. He and his four minions, the Horsemen of Apocalypse, are betrayed by conspirators during a ritual in which his mind is transplanted into another man's body in order to get his healing factor. The young guy was a mutant and his abilities would provide nut immortality. The transmission procedure is interrupted in the middle by the conspirators' blocking of sunlight. As the pyramid falls in on itself due to the conspirators' destruction of the pillars supporting it, he is entombed alive and his minions are slain in the process. One of the followers places Nur's new corpse in a safe coffin and covers it with a shield to shelter it from the falling debris before they both die. Just before we continue and the plot thickens, just want to say, hey everyone, welcome back to iMovie Recap Plus. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the little bell icon right next to it. That way, you'll get notified every time I upload a new video, so you never miss out on any of the awesome content we have coming your way. We got you covered. We have recaps from Deadpool 1 and 2, Wolverine, Pulp Fiction and X-Men Days of Future Past. Let's get started. X-Men Apocalypse 2016 is directed by Bryan Singer. Is the ninth of the X-Men movie. The main character of the tale is Apocalypse, a formidable and ancient mutant who, after thousands of years, emerges with the intention of creating a new order for the Earth. Professor Xavier James McAvoy and his group of youthful X-Men must band together to confront this apparently unbeatable force as he collects his four horsemen including Magneto Fassbender to help him realize his goal of devastation. Intense action and a conflict between good and evil are featured in this picture, which also looks at themes of survival, loyalty, and power. Nurse Colt endures, locates his grave, and orchestrates his awakening in 1983 when sunlight inadvertently falls onto the collapsing tomb, completing the transfer of awareness into the new body. Nor feels that mankind has lost its course in his absence. There is a global quake with Nur's emergence. In an attempt to wipe out the planet and rebuild it, he enlists and enhances the abilities of pickpocket Aurora Monroe, Storm Alexandra's ship, a person who can manipulate the weather, in Cairo, as Jennifer Lawrence's character, Raven. Mystique, a shape-shifting mutant, explores an underground fight club in East Berlin. She finds mutant champion Angel Ben Hardy, who has two large, feathered wings on his back, and Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler Cody Smith-McPhee, a teleporter. After Kurt is saved by Raven, he hires black marketeer Caliban Tomas Lamarquise to help get him to America. And Saba Nur enlists Salik Olivia Munn, Caliban's enforcer, who directs him to Angel. Psylocke's talents include projecting purple psychic energy, often in the shape of an energy sword. And Saba Nur amplifies the abilities of both, turning Angel's wings into metal ones. Alex Summers, Havoc Lucas Till, a mutant with the ability to absorb energy and release it from his body with destructive force, learns that his younger brother, Scott, Cyclops Ty Sheridan, a mutant with the ability to fire destructive optic beams and the need to stabilize and contain them with ruby visors or sunglasses, is displaying the effects of his mutation. In the hopes of teaching Scott how to control his abilities, Alex brings him to Westchester County, New York to attend Professor Xavier's, Professor X's James McAvoy educational facility. Xavier is a pacifist mutant and the most powerful telepath in the world. Hank McCoy, Beast Nicholas Holt is a mutant with leonine attributes, prehensile feet, and superhuman physical abilities. When Scott meets Sophie Turner's John Gray, a telepathic and telekinetic, the two become attracted to each other. Kurt is brought to the facility by Raven due to Apocalypse's global disruptions. Xavier and Alex seek the advice of CIA operative Moira McTaggart Rose Byrne, who has been studying the Egyptian mythology of Nur. Since Xavier erased her memories following their most recent encounter, Moira is memoryless of him. X-Men Days of Future Past. Moira shares all of her intelligence with Xavier, who informs her that he has a level 5 security clearance. Nur referred to his four guardians as the Horsemen of Apocalypse, and they were constantly at his side. Zhang alerts Xavier about her terrifying visions of a dark power wreaking havoc throughout the planet. Xavier gives Zhang encouragement as she continues to learn how to use her talents. Eric Lencher, Magneto Michael Fassbender, a mutant who can manipulate metal, lives in Poland with his wife Magda Karolina Bartczak and their young daughter Nina. When he utilizes his abilities to rescue a colleague, the militia arrives to apprehend him. Eric takes revenge by killing his family when they unintentionally kill them. Since he is no longer among us, Nur breaks into the internet and discovers the whole history of Earth. He finds out that in 1962, Eric was the first mutant to come forth with his identity. Later, when Eric is feeling down, Saba Nur meets him and brings him to Auschwitz, the place where Eric's ability originally appeared. Eric joins Noor after demolishing the town and the camp. When Raven alerts Xavier about Eric's reappearance and warns him that he might be in danger, Xavier decides to search Cerebro for Raven. While Xavier is utilizing the mutant locating machine Cerebro to find Eric, Saba Noor enters his head. Utilizing Xavier's abilities, she coups the world's superpowers and orders them to send Earth's entire nuclear arsenal into space in order to avoid interference. All offensive weapons, including aircraft, submarines, and ground troops, are compelled to destroy themselves. Upon arriving at the estate, Noor and his newly appointed lieutenants abduct Xavier. In an attempt to halt them, Alex inadvertently sets off an explosion that completely demolishes the house. Knowing he is Eric's son, Evan Peters plays Peter Maximoff, Quicksilver, who arrives in time to utilize his super speed to evacuate the students before the explosion destroys the skull, although Alex is thought to be dead. After that, Hank, Raven, Peter, and Moira are apprehended by Colonel William Stryker's Josh Hellman troops and sent to a military base for questioning. Using Weapon X Wolverine, Logan Hugh Jackman, a mind-controlled and brainwashed experiment created by Stryker, Scott, Zhang, and Kurt stealthily pursue and free their allies, restoring some of their memories in the process. Zhang receives a secret communication from Xavier informing her of his status. Eric utilizes his abilities to manipulate Earth's magnetic poles under Saba Noor's command, wreaking havoc and killing a great number of people. Saba Noor intends to utilize Xavier's abilities to subjugate everyone on the planet by transferring his consciousness into Xavier's body. To fight Apocalypse and his horsemen, the others fly to Cairo while Xavier surreptitiously sends Zhang a telepathic distress call. As they get closer to saving Xavier, he starts to lose his hair. Angel loses the struggle and becomes disabled. Saba Noor is tricked into turning on Eric and Aurora, who then use Scott's assistance to distract him physically while Xavier uses telepathy to battle him in the astral realm. At last, Xavier pushes Zhang to use all of her abilities, setting Saba Noor on fire. Psylocke escapes amid the turmoil that follows. After Xavier helps Moira regain her memories, their romance blossoms again. Zhang and Eric assist in rebuilding the skull, but Eric turns down Xavier's invitation to continue working as a teacher. Peter chooses not to reveal to Eric just yet that he is Eric's son. Hank and Raven train new members Scott, Zhang, Aurora, Kurt, and Peter as the new X-Men. In a scene after the credits, men in suits come to the Weapon X facility on behalf of the Essex Corporation to obtain information on Stryker's study on mutants, including an X-ray and a blood sample labeled Weapon X. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you're new here, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. Your support means a lot to me and helps me create better content. Feel free to drop a comment below.